Hi guys, welcome back to Algot. So today we are discussing one more interesting question, that is happy vertices. So this question is taken from the Hacker Earth. So let me just explain the question. So here it is our question. So you are given a graph with n vertices and m edges. So we have given a graph with n vertices and m edges. So the master parent is the vertex which has no parent but may have zero or more children. So the master vertex is that vertex which has no parent but zero or more children. Now in any component, connected component of the graph, vertex with the lowest value in that component serve as the master parent. So in any connected component, the lowest value component serve as a master parent. A vertex is called happy if it has more children than its parent. So a vertex is called happy if the children of the current vertex has greater number of node than the parent node. And we need to count the number of happy vertices in the graph. The graph has no cycle and self loops. So this is our question, and these are our constants. So n represents the total number of nodes, so it lies between 1 to 10 to the power 5. M represents the total number of edges, so it is lies between 0 to n minus 1. And x and y represents there is an edge between x and y. So these are our constraints. Now let's just take an example for the better understanding of the question. So let me just draw a graph. So the node 1 is connected with a node 2, node 2 is connected with node 3, and node 2 is connected with node 4. Let's say this is our graph. So we need to find the total number of happy vertices. So this is our master parent. So let's just mark it as a MP because it has the lowest value in the connected component of the graph. So this is a master parent vertex. Now what we are going to do, just need to find the total number of happy vertices. So how are you going to find the total number of happy vertices? Let's see. So for this two, so total number of children for this two is 2. So ch is 2, and the parent node, that is 1, it has only one children. So ch equals to 1. So current node, that is 2, has greater number of children than the parent node. Yeah, it is. Then this 2 is a happy vertex. So this node is a happy vertex. So we are going to increment our answer by 1. Now let's go for here. So 3 has only 0 children. We cannot consider this because 2 is the parent of 3. So this 3 has no children as 2. So 3 has only 0 children. Similarly, 4 has 0 children. So the total number of children for 3 is not greater than the total number of children of 2. So it is not a happy vertex. Similarly, 4 is also not a happy vertex. So answer is going to be 1. So we need to return 1 as our answer. So this is the question. So now how are you going to do this question? Let's see. So basically we are doing the BFS kind of thing. So I have already drawn a graph for you. So this is a graph. 1 is connected to 2 and 3 and so on. So this is a connected component of a graph. Now let's do the BFS. So before doing the BFS, let me just take a variable named answer, in which what we are going to store? We are going to store the total number of answers. Initially it is 0. So this is our master parent MP. Let's mark it as a master parent. So we are going to give him a parent that is -1. So it is a hypothetical, and it is not existing. So we are just marking it as a parent of master parent as -1 because for our convenience. So we will see how it is this is convenient. So in some time. So let's proceed with the solution. So we are going to do the BFS. So when we are at this node for 1, we get the two possibilities. We can go either for the 2 or the 3. So let's say we go for true, and we are going to mark this as true. True means that we have visited the 1. Now we get for 2, we call for the DFS. So in this DFS, when we call for 2, we mark it as true, and now we are going to checking the possibilities whether we can go in remaining directions. So 4, 5 and 6 are only the children of 2 because 1 is the parent of the 2. So 1 is not the children of 2, 1 is the parent of 2. So there is only 3 children of the 2, that is 4, 5 and 6. So that means now 4, let's say we go for the 4. So 4 has only, uh, now we go for 4 and marking 4 as true. So that means we have visited 4. Now we are going to check whether 4 has any children, since 4 has no children, because so that means what we are going to do, we are going to fall back. Now we are here at 2. Now what we are going to check, the children of 2 is 3 and the children of 4 is 0. That means the children of 4 is not greater than children of 3. That means 4 is not a happy vertex. Now similarly for 5, when we go for 5, we are going to mark it as true and the children of 5 is 0. So similarly it has, uh, the 5 has, the children of 5 is not greater than children of 2. That means it is also not a happy vertex. Now we go for 6. We get the possibilities that we can go for 7 and 8. So let's say we go for 7. So we are going to mark for 7 as true. Now similarly, we are going to check the possibilities whether we can it has any children or not. So yes, 7 has 3 children, 12, 13 and 14. So we are going for any one of them first. So let's say we get for 12. Now we are going to mark 12 as true. So we have visited 12 now. Now we are going to check is there any children for 12. So 12 has no children, that is 0. Now we are going to fall back to 7. That is the parent of 12. Now 12 has 3 children, that is 12, 13 and 14. Now the 12 has 0 children, but 7 has 3 children, that is 12, 13 and 14. That means 12 is not a happy vertex because its children is not greater than the parent children. Now similarly for 13, we are going to mark it as true and check the total of children. Children is 0 because now we fall back to 7. Now when we fall back to 7, what we check? We check the total number of children of parent. Parent has 3 children, but child has only 0 children. That means this is not a happy vertex. Similarly for 14, when we fall back, we are going to mark it true and children is 0. It is also not a happy vertex. Now when we have completely iterated for the 7, we are going to fall back for 6. So let's fall back for 6. When we get here, the total number of children for 6 is going to be 2, but total number of children for 7 is going to be 3. That means it is a happy vertex because 7 has more children than 6. So we are going to add 1 in our answer. So let me just mark it as a happy vertex. So I'm going to mark it as a happy vertex. So 7 is our happy vertex. Now we go for another possibility, or we can say another child of 6, that is 8. So we get here at 8. Now we are going to check, is there any children for 8? Yes, there are children for 8. So now we go for any one of them. Let's say we go for 15. So we are going to mark it as true now. Now we are going to check, is there any children for 15? No. So we are going to fall back for 8. Now children of 15 is 0 and children of 8 is 3. So 15 is also not a happy vertex. Now similarly for 16, 16 is also not a happy vertex, and similarly 17 is also not a happy vertex. Now when we completed the iteration for the 8th node, that we have visited all the children of the 8th node, we fall back to 6 again. Now 8 has 3 children, but 6 has only 2 children. That means 8 has greater number of children than 6. That means 8 is a happy vertex. So let me just mark it as a happy vertex. So our 8 is a happy vertex. So we are going to increment our answer by 1 now. Now when we have completed the total children of 6, we are going to fall back. Fall back for 2. Now 6 has only 2 children, but 2 has 3 children. That means 6 is also not a happy vertex. Now what are you going to check? Now we have completed the children's of 2. Then what we are going to do, we are going to fall back for 1. Now we are going to check, see, children of 2 are 3, but children of 1 are only 2. That means children of 2 is greater than children of 1. So 2 is also a happy vertex. So let me just mark it as a happy vertex. So 2 is also a happy vertex. So we are going to increment our answer by 1 again. Now what we are going to do, we are going to check for the another possibility of 1, or we can say another children of 1, that is going to be 3. Now we are going to check for the possibility of 3. Is there any children? Yes, it has. So we are going for the children, that is going to be 9. Now, is there any possibility for 9, or we can say there is any children for 9? Yes, it has. That is 10 and 11. That means we are going for 10 now. So now we are going for 10. So we are going to mark it as true. Is there any children for 10? No, there is no children. So that means we are going to fall back to 9. Now CH, that is children of 9 is 2, but children of 10 is 0. That means 10 is not a happy vertex. Similarly, we go for 11. Now, is there any children for 11? No. So that means we are going to fall back to 9, and the children of 11 is 0 and children of 9 is 2. That means 11 is also not a happy vertex. Now, since we have completely iterated the, or we can say completely covered the children of 9, we are going to fall back to 3. Now 3 has only one children, but 9 has two children. That means children of 9 is greater than children of 3. So it is a happy vertex. So let me just mark it as a happy vertex. So 9 is a happy vertex. So this is a happy vertex. So I'm just going to add 1 in our answer. Now we have completed the child for 3. We are going to fall back to 1. Now children of 1 has 3 children, 2 children, but 3 has only 1 children. That means 3 is also not a happy vertex. So 3 is also not a happy vertex. Now for 1, we have completed the all the childs or all the possibilities for 1. Then we are going to end from the function, and we are going to return our answer as 4. So this is our answer. Now, so this is how we are going to do this question. So one thing that is left is, if there's a connect another component of the graph, let's say, let me just draw another component quickly. So let's say 12, 13, sorry, the vertices are not this one, because we have already taken the 12 and 13. So let me just mark another vertices, let's say 17. So 18, 19 and 20. So let's say these are my vertices. Now 18 is the master parent, because it is the smallest in this connected component of graph. So when this condition comes, so there are two different connected components. Let's say this one, this whole, and this connected that I have drawn here. Now what we are going to do, we can traverse this one, and we are going to mark true for every vertex that we have traversed. Now, but the vertices that is left in the graph is 18, 19 and 20. So how are you going to cover these vertices? So for this, what we are going to do, we are going to create an array of boolean, which stores that the number of vertices that we have traversed. So let's say if there are total of 20 vertices, so we are going to make an array of 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 20, and we are going to mark which vertices we have traversed. So true, 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 and we are going to take a for loop to traverse over this boolean vertices. If there is any false, that means this vertex is not traversed, then we are going to call for the BFS and traverse that vertex. For and if this 18, let's say this is 18, now 18 is not traversed, it is false. That means this there is another connected component in the graph. So we are going to traverse this graph also, or we can say connected component of the graph, and after this we are going to mark it as true, then true, and then true. So there is no happy vertex in this graph, so we are not going to add anything in our answer. So our answer is going to be 4. So this is how we are going to do this question. So I hope you got the solution, and you got the intuition behind how to do this question. And so the question link is given in the description, and solution link is also given in the description. If you find any difficulty, please ask in the comment section, and please share, like, share and subscribe to our channel Algots. Thank you for watching.